What's up, guys? Matt from SilencingADream here. On my way home from work. I apologize if it's a little lopsided. Actually, I was trying to stick it to the window while I was driving here because I planned on doing this on the way home, but I usually wind up standing around after work with some of my coworkers and bullshitting for a little while and just slipped my mind. So I know today is the 2nd, but I've been thinking about shooting this since yesterday, which was March 1st, which would numerically, according to the calendar, be 1 month into the project, which is pretty cool. It's a small, the first of hopefully many milestones. And I was kind of thinking back, trying to take a moment to reflect and, take inventory. Like, all right, so we're one month in. How do I feel about it? And I think, in general, I actually feel pretty good. I feel a lot better now that I've been actively working on stuff, and I know that there's not a whole lot of, there's not really anybody watching a lot of these videos, but someday someone might, and I think it'll be cool later on to have a chronicle of the process. So, yeah, in general, I'm feeling pretty good. My buddy Neil was actually saying to me, pardon me, last week, I think it was last week when I saw him, that he's like, shit, man, you better get going, you got this, idea in your head to do like a 3-part concept album, and you haven't started like working on it yet. But honestly, I feel like that's the easy part. That's the fun part. That's the rewarding part for me, the creative part. Whoa, yikes. Take it easy, Silent. It's Saturday morning. Where are you in a hurry to go? It's not even 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's the rewarding part for me. That part feels a lot more natural, a lot, once I get my head in that space where it's time to do stuff, I just go. I do. And I don't really have a problem with it. Getting the other things that I wanted to get accomplished beforehand out of the way, that's been the real work part of this for me, is getting all the recording stuff set up, getting the recording stuff, trying to figure out, the best way to share it with people. Because that is important to me. I really do want to share the experience of not just, some bands release, the making of whatever album or whatever, there's a ton of those. It's kind of a making of, but I wanted it to be more than that. I wanted it to be like, no, this is like the real day-to-day ins and outs of, a group of creative people trying to accomplish something, whatever that may be. I don't want to say like make an album, because that, like I said, I don't know how I feel about the concept of a band just being a band anymore. I think 30, 40 years ago that could totally be the case. You could be a band, you could be good at what you do, get out there, play shows, sign with a record label, and you could do all right for yourself. But in the modern post-internet age, I don't think you can really get away with that anymore. Hey, I'd be cool if someone wanted to give us like a bunch of money to just be, you know, creative musicians all the time. That'd be amazing. But I don't feel like that's how it works, you know. You can't just be the musician or the engineer or, you know, the guy who shoots videos, you know, in the case of YouTube. Like, there needs to be more. People expect more now. And, you know, I can't blame them. I'm kind of that way myself. A lot of the people I follow on YouTube, whose videos I watch on a daily basis, you know, like I might follow Woody's Gamertag or Drifter or whatever because I like Call of Duty. But I don't skip the videos that are not about Call of Duty. You know, it's usually still gameplay footage, but, you know, they'll get down into some real shit. Talk about what's going on in their lives. And even though the interaction between me and them is very limited, if any, I still appreciate it, you know? I like the human factor that's there. I mean, that's part of the reason my sister and I love Metallica so much, you know? A huge part of it's the music. But the longer we loved that band and the more we got into it, it wasn't just about the music anymore. Like, there's something about those individuals as people that resonates with us, that we connect with. And, you know, I'm thankful that I've kind of had the self-awareness to realize that, because I feel like it's helping me make better choices and better, I hate to use the generic term content, but, you know, really that's what it comes down to, because, you know, I don't want to categorize it and say it's helping me make better music, because I can't say that yet, you know. I still play, but, you know, we're not actively, like, working on the project that we have set forth for ourselves. But, you know, in the case of, like, you know, stuff like this, like YouTube stuff, yeah, I feel like that cognizance is helping me make better content. Something that I would want to see. I always try and think about that, like, is this something I would want to see or watch or listen to or be a part of? And if I can say yes, then yeah, I'm cool. I'm excited about it. But, I don't know, bottom line, I'm excited still, you know. 1 month in, the honeymoon's not over for me yet. I'm still, if anything, I feel more determined to really work towards that goal, because I, you know, despite what other people may think eventually about whatever, you know, it is that we end up creating, I think I'm gonna feel great about it. I got that gut feeling that, like, it's gonna be good for me, at least, you know, just to have a creative outlet that I can share with people. It's one that, I mean, it's like the difference between playing guitar and practicing at home in your room and going out and playing a show or releasing an album for people. You know, there's a definite level of difference in terms of, you know, how you feel as the artist. If you can get that feedback, be it good or bad, or, you know, just kind of be able to say, here it is, and, like, you know, give something to people that's a little more tangible than an idea. You know, it's like, I guess I can kind of liken it to the storytelling. Like, some people are really great at telling stories in person and not so good at writing them. Some people are really good at writing them, and it's amazing on a page, or, you know, an e-reader now. But, you know, if they told it in person, it's kind of dry. think it's finding that balance. The big part of that balance for me is being able to share it with people, to be like, look, you know, see, this is it. Now you can experience it too. So, all things floating around in my head that you will continue to get. Whether you choose to enjoy them or not, that's entirely up to you. Alright guys, I'm just circling around my block now because I'm home. So, I will see you later. Peace.